What's up everyone, welcome to another video. Zach checking in, and after a week since my last video, I finally have some time to film, and I've been trying to go over in my head what I want to film, and then a friend of mine that I work with suggested, why don't you go over your budget? And I thought, well, that seems like a very simplistic thing and obvious thing to do, so that's what we're going to do today. But before we get into that, drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new here, and I'm so happy that we're actually to the point to where I can go a couple days without filming a video and gain a couple subscribers. Like we're finally making it. But before we get into the video, just want to say that I'm going to be showing everything, the whole budget on the screen here, on this side of the screen here, for you to follow along. Now I do use, while I write everything down, I do use Mint by Intuit to do all my budgeting and put all my bills in. It's free if you want to check it out. It's very easy to use, and it'll kind of track your bills and your investments and things, kind of give you a condensed look at everything. I will say though, I don't know if I'm the only one that experiences this, but it will on occasion unlink, I guess is the best way to say it, a card or an account, and then you have to re-log in. It seems like that's happening to a random one every single day, so just a little heads up, that's the only annoyance that I've personally found. Alright, and here we have the budget on the screen for you to watch. Now, I put down $5,400. That is the low end of the bring home for me and my wife. My hours can vary based on the holidays and various other factors. And my wife works 3 shifts one week and then 2 the next week, and she's on call. And so her pay can vary greatly whether she gets called in or not, because she gets time and a half. So the $5,400 a month is the low end of the spectrum, and that is bring home. And also one thing you won't see on this list here is our health insurance and dental and vision, because that's taken out of my paycheck, and so that's not factored in here at all. So just wanted you to know that, and so let's move on. Okay, so starting with the budget, $5,400 bring home. The first expense is going to be the rent. Our actual mortgage payment with insurance and everything is actually about $684, something like that. So we just round up, pay $700 a month just to keep things simple. And yeah, it works out pretty well. Next after that, pretty important, is going to be $360 a month for daycare. I work nights, my wife works days, and so if she has to work the next morning and I've been at work all night, usually I'm dead tired, very labor intensive job that I have. So she goes to daycare, I get some rest, spend the day with her after I sleep, and then we pick up and usually have dinner after that. Next up, we have the wonderful vehicles. We have 2. Luckily, one is paid off. We bought that outright cash. Second one, we do have a payment on. The car insurance is $250. It's so high because she had a little side swipe with someone. That was her fault. And I speed a lot. She speeds a lot more, but I get caught. So yeah, I guess that's my fault. Then the car payment itself is about $270. Again, we round up and we pay $300 every month. Next, we have the utilities. Now, so what I did for the utilities is, of course, utilities always fluctuate. Counted in my utility bill is water, electric, and gas. Now, the gas we only use for the heat in the wintertime. So, usually, in the spring and summer, that part of the bill is nothing. So it does vary a lot. So what I took is I added all that together and took the average over the last 12 months, and you get about $160 a month. All right, next is pretty standard. We do have the internet, which is $99 a month, and it is $99. That number actually annoys me a lot because it went up by about $5 a month a couple months ago. Got no explanation why, and I've been dealing with that for a while. And after that comes probably what a lot of people are going to give me a lot of hell for, and that's the phones. But it's phone and Hulu because it was a bundle package. Now we did upgrade to the iPhone 10s last year, just because it had been a while since we've got new phones. But my contract is up in December actually, and I'll be leaving Sprint. 1, so I can pay less, and 2, Sprint sucks. And we're going to be trying to do I forget exactly what it's called, Straight Talk with Walmart, because I remember whenever I was younger that the service was great and the cost was very low. So we're going to do that. We're going to be downgrading Hulu to the live TV. Right now we're doing the no commercials, but you have to watch commercials on everything anyway, so we'll be saving money there as well. Then after that, we have life insurance. Now this is term life insurance, not whole life insurance. If you want to know about my hatred for whole life insurance, feel free to watch the video on the channel where I go in all about that. After the life insurance, we have the trash pickup. That's of course curbside pickup, $22 a month, and after that it's just Hulu and Amazon Prime. $15 a month for Hulu. Amazon Prime is a little less than $9, but just for the purposes of the video and budgeting, I round up a little bit. After all of that, that leaves us with $3,150 left over. So that first part of the video there is stuff that is either a necessity or is automatically paid through auto pay every month. And so that's why I have the things like the Netflix and the Hulu put in there, just because it's something that's going to come out no matter what, unless we cancel it. All right, so for the rest of the budget, we have the fun stuff, stuff that we have a little bit of wiggle room to go from there. So after all the bills are paid and the stuff that's auto drafted, $3,150 left over. We budget $300 a month for groceries. Now that's gonna go up a little bit in March when my son is born, so hopefully we can keep it about the same, but we'll see how it goes from there. Now, of course, my wife is going to breastfeed. Might be a little TMI, but she's gonna breastfeed, normal thing. But then after that, probably what I will do with my daughters, I made food for her, just because, you know, jarred food. Who knows what in the world. If they're gonna kill us with our food, we're gonna do the same to babies. But anyway, got a little morbid there. Sorry about that. So moving on from there, got the groceries, $200 for gas. It's usually a little bit less than that, but I like to kind of overdo it just to have a little cushion, just in case we do a little bit more going out than we normally would. I say going out, but just going to the park or things like that. All right, after that we have $50 a month for necessities, you know, razors, soap, shampoo, things like that. Most of that budget right there is for my wife. It's my shampoo and soap, about $10. The soap lasts about a month. The shampoo can last several months, so that's actually probably overdoing it just a little bit. All right, and here we are to the meat of the video. $1,000 a month for our two Roth IRA accounts. Hopefully pretty soon we'll be setting one for my daughter, but we just want to get, you know, some extra things lined out first. $500 at least for the emergency fund. We do have our standard $1,000 already, of course, and we're just building up, and that'll also be partly what we take from once we get high enough to go on vacations and, you know, spending money for things like that. Now, $100 for entertainment, that's kind of like going out to eat kind of thing. What we're going to start doing whenever we do go out to eat is going places that have like a 2 for $20, get water, our daughter shares from us, doing that kind of thing. So we can do it multiple times just so we don't kind of lose our minds staying in. But whatever we don't spend for that $100, we let roll over and accumulate. And then, you know, if she wants to go out and have a girls' night with her friends, which she does do, you know, once every couple of months, she can do that. If there's a new video game I want, I can get that, no problem. And we just kind of let that roll over, and we go from there. And after that $100, that leaves $1,000 left for the budget for the month, and I put that towards stocks. It's great, favorite thing. You know, as y'all know, I do have my dividend stocks. I'm the investor. My wife lets me do everything, so I just do that. Nothing too risky, as y'all know. And that $1,000 leaves us with $0 left for the whole month. It's pretty great when you get everything lined out and it zeroes out perfectly. All right, guys, figured I'd give you a little different angle for this last part of the video. So like I said, if you want to do a budget for yourself, there's plenty of different programs out there that you can use. All you gotta do is do a quick Google search. I feel like the tried and true method of writing it down and tracking it that way is probably the best way to go about it, especially if you're first starting out. But Mint, I feel, has been a great tool for me, other than that one random glitch that I talked about before. But as always, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about budgeting or anything like that, let me know in the comments below. And like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.